welcome back. In today's video, we'll be in a low light area. This is my mom's apartment and there is only one big window in the living room. This window is actually an east facing window. And in this video, you'll get to see how she's able to make her plants thrive, even if there's not that much light coming in from her main window. Let's begin with the star of the show, which is this golden pothos. And this golden pothos is actually really far away from the biggest light source, the biggest source of natural light in this room. So like I mentioned before, this is an east-facing window. So we live in North America, and an east-facing window would normally just give a little bit of direct sun only in the morning when the sun rises. And after that, it's only diffused light for the rest of the day. So this plant, as you can tell, is thriving. She has a grow light. So that's really the key to having your plants thrive when you are in low light areas. Having a grow light will go a long way. So again, this is a golden pothos. And if you look, you'll see the golden specks. Because this plant isn't getting a lot of direct sun, because it's just light from a grow light, what will happen is the variegation will not show as much in the plant. Usually only the side or whichever part is facing the most light will have the variegation, and the rest of the plant will go back to its green color. But all you have to do is increase the light or even rotate the plants, and you'll be able to get your plant to grow well. So another plant, this is a low light loving plant. This is a ZZ plant, and yeah, I was wondering if this was one I gave her, but I think that one died. This is not what you gave me, right?
No.
Right, so she purchased this ZZ plant and she has it in LECCA and in water as well. So I think that's actually one of the pros of having your plants in LECCA and in water. This is a pro because you don't have to worry about over watering your plant. It does have a couple yellow leaves here, but I think for the most part, this plant is okay. Let's continue on with the peace lily. This is almost like a mini peace lily. We can tell that it's happy because it's actually flowering. So it has a few flowers here. And again, if you notice, she keeps most of her plants in water, and I believe she adds fertilizer into the water just to make sure that the plant is getting enough nutrients. As you can tell, this is quite a distance away from the window. We have a really nice plant stand here. Here we have like a really pretty looking purple, I think this is an anthurium, and again it's in water with some stones. And I believe this is a peperomia, but I don't quite remember the variation. I'll put the name on the screen. And here's another one of the exact same plant. So here we have some more anthuriums, white anthuriums. And then we have a mixture of plants here. So this one I think is a philodendron. I will put the name on the screen if I remember it. This is actually a cutting, I guess she's trying to propagate from cutting that I gave her, and I guess her plant grew and did really well. So she has a monstera plant. Look at the size of this leaf. It is massive. She's propagating this cutting in water. I don't think it has any roots yet. Wait, is it actually a propagation? No, it's just a leaf. Mommy, you do know this leaf will not grow roots, right?
No, it will not.
Yeah, right. So it's actually not a propagation. It's just a leaf. This leaf will actually not grow any roots. You need to have a node in order for the cutting to get roots, but if it's in water, it actually can just serve as decor, and it will actually stay alive for quite a few months if you just keep the leaf in water with nutrients. And down here we have a spider plant, another low light loving plant. Here we have a silver sword philodendron. This is a mini monstera. This is a African violet, right? This is an African violet. Behind that is a snake plant. And this is the mother plant, like a cutting I gave my mom about a year ago. And she actually is able to keep getting brand new plants from this constantly. So it's like the gift that just keeps on giving. So here is actually a baby plant of that original cutting that I just showed you. So it actually started from this. It was one of these baby plants from this cutting that I gave her, this big one, and it created this plant, and the cutting actually is still giving more plants. She's really cool. I know this is a peperomia, and I know this is a money plant. This is also a peperomia. And I think this is a syndapsis. This one is a Chinese evergreen. I think this one is. And again, grow lights really go a long way in helping the plants to stay happy. Here we have more grow lights, some more Chinese evergreens, some more African violets, a cactus. This is an inch plant. So we have lots of cuttings here, lots of different cuttings. And here closer to the light source, we have a cutting which seems to be like a baby plant from the golden pothos that we saw earlier. And this is a Monstera adansonii. A Monstera adansonii. And we even have a fiddle leaf fig in the mix. Philodendron Brazil, and here we have Ficus elastica that actually used to touch the ceiling. We've cut it down, she's cut it down to encourage it to branch out. So we'll see what happens here. So as you can see, I guess her trick is, or what works for her is to put many of the plants in water. That way the risk of overwatering the plants are significantly lower. And they're able to just absorb the nutrients as they need it, absorb the water as they need it. So yeah, and here is the big window, and outside, I know there's more. We have different propagations outside. So here are the cuttings from the rubber plant, the rubber tree. These plants actually take a really long time to make roots. But as you can see, if you look carefully, you may be able to see the roots forming in the water. She's trying out what seems to be an experiment to see if you can actually get a new tree from leaves. I don't think you can, but she might prove me wrong. And then we have some other cuttings here. These are peppers. And I think this is a canna lily over here, and yes, the monstera. So thank you for watching today's video. A low light indoor garden. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.